Garrett Johnston here with Collin Morikawa. And Collin, when I think about major championships and what you've played so far this year, obviously in the final groups, the first two, what would you learn about yourself at the Masters in that final group?
It's getting there. We're getting close. I think you ask anyone and they'd love to be in that position, and you work really hard to be in that position. And when it comes down to it, you want to be able to close. And back-to-back majors, not being able to put together those final rounds, it stings. But at the end of the day, it's I know we're kind of we're on the up right now, and the game's kind of feeling really good. So just putting together 4 solid rounds and seeing how things play out.
Any specific takeaways from that situation there at PGA Championship, playing with Xander in that final group there? Anything about that made that one unique for you?
No, I mean, look, at the end of the day, you just gotta play well, and we all know what's at stake and what we're trying to do at the end of the day. But you got to make the putts, you got to hit the shots, and sometimes it's just not your day. So for me, it's not really about dissecting it too much. It's just knowing that, okay, I've done it in the past. We know it's going to happen again, but really just stand true to who you are and believing in the game.
Out of curiosity, I know for amateurs at home, a lot of times we struggle with self-talk, right? It's maybe we have negative self-talk over certain shots, maybe harder shots. For you, when you're out in a major, the back nine on Sunday with that kind of pressure, is that a kind of thing where you can kind of work through self-talk there as well and make improvements or adjustments, or how's that play out?
Yeah, I mean, we talk about PGA, and obviously I didn't get off to a hot start, as I think I had 10, 11, 12 pars in a row, and you get to a point where you're like, man, what do I need to do different? But sometimes it's not really about doing anything different. It's just about going back to what you were doing the first 3 days. And it's easy to look at it in hindsight. 2020, we all can look back and say we could have done this, could have done that. But just learning about the certain processes that I go through, how the body's reacting in a certain situation, you kind of take that and go on to the next, couple majors for this year.
When you talk about your caddy, JJ, what a great guy. You guys have such a good connection. You said that you're lucky to have him. He's lucky to have you. What a great connection you guys have. I'm curious, when you guys stand over shots and you have a back nine on Sunday kind of situation, what are you expecting out of him as you guys talk through shots?
Oh, I mean, we've done it for so long now. I don't really expect anything. I think it's just him being him. And the reason why we're a great team is because we work well together. And I'm not asking much extra. It's just him being him and me being me, and I think when we do that really well, there's a nice blend of talk back and forth, discussing the shot and what the right shot is, and go from there.
Yeah, I'm curious though, in terms of your game, mental side of the game right now, how are you feeling about how that translates to the Opens and those courses there?
Yeah, it's a big part of it. At the Open, you might hit a great shot and it might bounce a certain way, and it might bounce, where you don't want it to be, and mentally you just have to be prepared for that, knowing that if you hit a good shot and you execute that, that's all you have, and that's the only control you have really is executing the shot, and let gravity and the wind and everything else, Mother Nature, take it. So I think the mental game is so important. I mean, this last month and a half since the Masters, a big part of it has been mental, just being ready by Thursday and clearing the head out and going from there.
And when you talk about finishes a lot, having a really good finish for your fade, you know what I mean? Where the club is on your neck and finishing through. What is typically kind of your swing thought to get to a good finish?
Yeah, it changes, but it's simply just knowing where the finish is and trying to rehearse that, and just allowing the body to get all the way to the finish, not focusing on the millisecond before it.
Yeah. 2 more quick ones. I just want to say, for amateurs at home, when we want to, you said a lot of times we think about getting to the ball, but not actually following through and getting to a good solid finish. So, what is a good way to keep acceleration going for us weekend golfers?
That's a great question. It's truly,
we do it all the time.
No, it's to hold the finish. I think everyone worries about getting there, but I mean, you watch all professional golfers. We're all holding our finishes. We're all getting to the end, and it's hard to stop momentum. So when you think about something at impact, you're stopping momentum of the actual swing of getting to the finish. So truly hold your finish for a second and go from there.
And lastly, where would you like to see right now with PIF and PGA Tour? Where would you like to see those negotiations in terms of how that would come together?
I haven't been a part of that, so it's look. I hope golf in the long run, or in the short run, hopefully soon, is in a much better spot. We're already a very small sport, and hopefully we can see everyone kind of get together. But it is what it is.
Collin, I always appreciate your time.